All right, so thanks to TopSport, we're going to do a Group 1 preview of the Moir Stakes. And I've got Trevor Lawson on the line. How you going, Trev?
Good, Mark. Good.
First meeting, or Friday night meeting back for the season. And we always get the feature, the Group 1 feature, the Moir Stakes, normally the night before grand final day. But obviously the footy's a bit delayed this year, but we've still got the
Yeah, it's
racing
another
schedule in
month or
place.
5 weeks, isn't it? So
Yeah.
traditionally it's a good meeting. Always sort of got a good crowd and good turnover and everything. And
There's a few good races on the card, actually, isn't there?
yeah, they sort of early on the night meetings are pretty strong, and then in the middle they get a bit weak.
Yep.
They sort of run just for the sake of it, run for the Christmas, and then towards the end they're pretty strong. But the prize money's good at all of them, and I think generally they're good meetings to bet at.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we'll jump in and have a look at the Group 1. So the Moir Stakes over the 1,000 metres. Nature Strip took it out last year, and we'll look at the field. So just, I guess, to start with the speed. Much on?
There is good speed. So you got Bellavela, Ashlaw. They'll kick up from the inside. Pippi's got the speed to cross. It led the Oakley Plate in the autumn, going blistering speed, and then it ran at Moonee Valley over the 1,200, and he took a sit, but it's got blistering speed. Diamond Effort can sit just off him. Fabergino's good speed. Jungle Edge will sort of push forward to start with and maybe ease. I thought Haydock could sort of take a sit, and Bella Nipatuma is going to be in sort of no man's land, so I think she'll probably have to ease and go back. Trekking will be on the fence. Just sort of depends how many cross sort of, if Pippi got crossed or something like that, how far back on the fence you'll get. I think Hanseatic can settle sort of just behind the speed from a better draw, and then Brooklyn Hustle and Bold Star will go back. But, it's basically if Pippi crosses the two inside her, it's just basically how long before the others give up. So sometimes on the paper you have a lot of speed, but a lot of people get sort of speed maps, and then sometimes these races finish up being slowly run because a lot of people give up sort of a bit too early. So it'll just be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and the track, any view of that yet?
No. Basically, the rail's true, and I spoke to a colleague the other day, and he was knew of some horses, we spoke to a trainer whose horses galloped there Monday, and the track was very firm on Monday. So I think I heard Marty Simon on an update, and he was saying, he basically kept it pretty firm, and he'll wait to see. He'll wait as long as he can, and I mean, if he has to water, he'll water tomorrow afternoon. So it's just, you just don't know. Like, they're predicting sort of 5 to 15 mil. They predicted 10 to 30 the other week at Flemington, and we got 3. So I sort of I'll just wait. So I've done it, and I've done it for what sort of conditions are like now, and then if it gets worse, we'll change it. The track got too chopped up, and rain during the night will probably be happy staying out anyway. So
maybe not quite Jungle Edge conditions.
No, but me, not to say that it wouldn't, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, at the moment, I've got it 80 to 1, but if it got conditions favoured, you'd sort of have it near favourite. So,
absolutely.
That's the beauty. But you're not going to the races. Not the way we used to go anyway, really lately. But you can make changes during the night. So this is just one of the little things. We're doing this. It's Thursday afternoon. The race is Friday night. So and late Friday night as well. So so we'll just sort of see what the weather plays out and whether we make some adjustments.
No worries. All right. Well, we'll jump into it and kick off with number 1 trekking for Godolphin. $7 with TopSport at the moment. Looks like there's been a little bit of money for it early, and first up as well.
Yeah, it's a good horse. This he ran in this race last year. He drew sort of 11 to 15 and had to go back. He went back to sort of last and ran on quite well. And then he actually won his next start at Caulfield, and then went to Randwick, ran third in the Everest. If he ran anywhere near that figure, he'd just blow these horses away. None of these horses could sort of get near that. And then he won a race, won the Goodwood, I think it was. He's pretty consistent 63 type horse. I've got him doing 66.5 once, 64 once. I rated him 63. He's drawn barrier 2. Doesn't have a lot of speed. I thought probably at best he'd be midfield on the fence. I took something off, and I've still got him like the favourite. So
okay.
I just think it's that type of race. So the only thing, you might mark it at some point. You might mark it longer if conditions sort of alter a little bit. But to start with, I've sort of got him around that price.
All right, his number 2's Haydock, who's $15 at the moment. It's a good horse in his day.
Yeah, he's been a good horse to us over the years.
Yeah.
But he's just, he sort of had, you can sort of see here, he won the Manikato, or I forget the names of them all now, but he won Cox Plate Day, Group 1.
Yep.
Good figures. And then he had 113 days off. Then he had 189 days off, 2 runs. Then he had 427 days off, 2 runs. And then he's had 55 days off. Plus, this is 1,000 metres. So and he's drawn out, drawn out and wide. So I was prepared to go around him. At the moment, I've sort of got him $57, and I'll probably finish up marketing longer.
Number 3 is Jungle Edge, $11 with TopSport at the moment.
So it'll get caught slightly wide on the map. At the moment I've got it 85 to 1, and if it ran up to the Caulfield rating, that it did 2 starts ago on a slow track, and I've got it like it's $8 equal favourite. That's rating everything else up to their best. So some of those others you might sort of you'd mark longer. So it's just a wait and see with him. If it's he needs at least a 6. Anything worse, better than a 6 would be too firm for it. But he has had some luck, Mick Bell, with sort of bringing the horse in to run on the wet days. So
yeah,
you can find a wet track.
Yep. Number 4's Ashlaw, $41 at the moment.
Ran well the other day. I think we were on it at the big odds, $44. Got beaten inch. That was sort of better than it sort of goes. It's a pretty consistent horse, but it's an old, it's a 7-year-old gelding, and it's better off in handicaps. Be flabbergasted if he could win a Group 1.
Yep. Number 5's Bold Star, $21.
It's had no luck its past couple. It gets back. It's got some good figures from last prep. Did run second in the Group 2 in February. The only thing with it is it's drawn barrier 12 and doesn't have any speed. So it's going to be last. So they would sort of have to invert the race, I would think, and go, ballistically fast for it to sort of get in the race. So I've rated it to its best, but then taken something off. I've got it $19, but I think it is big odds, isn't it? So
21 at the moment. But.
Yeah, so it could definitely have some. It wouldn't be a loser.
Yeah. Okay. Number 6 is Bellavela, $5.50 at the moment.
I thought this was silly odds. I've rated it to. I thought last start it went as bad as good as it can go. On my scale, won by an inch. It just beat Ashlaw, who I don't really like either in this race. To me, it's just a headache. It was a Group 2, but it was only a Group 2 in name last start. So I was happy to go around it. I've got it like $15. I think I would think it'd be a big drifter.
Okay, no worries. Number 7 is Pippi, $7.50.
You won the Oakley Plate with blistering speed. She's a pretty consistent horse. I've got her sort of doing 61.5 as a 3-year-old filly, then Oakley Plate. Then she did 62.5, and then the Oakley Plate she did 62 with sort of no weight. So can easily do 61.5. She's unbeaten fresh. She had 3 preps for 3 wins first up. It's trialled terrific. She's got a good rider. The only downfall of this horse would be if the track got really wet. We actually did back it at Flemington last Derby Day, but she sort of rated that out. I don't think she really handled it that day. Plus, it was down the straight, which sometimes the ground's a bit better. But if the track was sort of dryish, I think she's got a chance of sort of marked her equal favourite.
Good stuff. Diamond Effort. Fair runner wins under its belt. $8.50 at the moment.
Yeah, she's a good horse. She resumed off a bleed, which is just a little pearl that a lot of horses run well at their first run back from a bleed. She basically, I've got her sort of doing slightly better than her figure. This horse is a swimmer, though, so if the track did get wet, it would sort of, others would sort of go out of the market, and basically she can run her figure on a wet track. So, it's got, I've sort of got it. I don't know if she's a Group 1 mare thing. I've got around possibly got $15.
Yep.
But I would have her shorter if we got a genuinely wet track.
No worries. Number 9's another horse with a good bank of wins at the moment. Fabergino, who's favourite at the moment with TopSport, $3.60. And again, looks like there's been a bit of money for it early.
Yeah, so I've got her just a bit better horse than Diamond Effort. The only thing with her is that, again, she hasn't seen a wet track. It's basically a Perth mare. She's had 1 run here in the autumn, but I've got an equal favourite. But if there was if the rain did come, then you'd sort of, you'd make a case to market it longer.
Yep. Number 10 is Brooklyn Hustle, $16 with TopSport.
She was terrific first up, but off the sort of soft pace, and she was eased down late. Maybe it was a bit more impressive. It wasn't as impressive as it looked. The other day, basically had every possible chance, sat just off the speed in the running line. They went sort of hard in front, and she couldn't beat the first 2. She couldn't beat Ashlaw or Bella. So I would have thought Bellavela would have thought it's hard to see her beating them again. She's going to be a bit further back from them this time. So, but it was going round here. I've marked it sort of $38.
No worries. 11's Hanseatic, $14 at the moment.
I thought it was out of that race, Bellavela. So I thought it was the one that could improve. Drew the outside first up and had to go back to last. Did run the quickest 800, 600 of the day. It's got some good, better figures as a 2-year-old. So I've sort of stepped it off what it did the other day. I think it's drawn a bit better. It's drawn sort of 6, drawn a middle gate, so I can get a good run. So I thought it was a likely improver. I've marked it $12.
No worries. The 12 away game is a scratching. So at the bottom, we've got number 13, Bella Nipotina, which is $21 at the moment.
Yeah, so Australia Philly, we backed this first up. Got the money at sort of $28 Betfair SP. Hasn't had a run since then, so it hasn't a run for nearly 6 weeks.
That was at Caulfield, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Caulfield first up.
Yep.
It's only got a hold here, just barrier 11, not sure where she's going to get. And she's a 3-year-old filly taking on all the horses. Having said that, I have sort of got it in the market. I've got it sort of $15. That's taken something off from the barrier. Not 100% sure in the ground, but if I bet in the race, it's sort of one I'd have on my side.
No worries. All right. So yeah, overall looks like there's you're definitely against a few in the early market. So I think they'll end up being a little bit of value by the looks of it.
Yeah, well, it sort of, sort of Haydock, I think, short enough odds. Jungle Edge, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with the weather. Definitely happy to go around Bellavela. Diamond Effort's short enough at the moment, but it will come into the market. Fabergino's got a chance. It's happy to go around. But the Brooklyn Hustle, I thought the 2-3-year-olds sort of had some sort of chance.
Good stuff. All right. Well, we'll jump over and have a chat about the other Group 1 of the weekend, which is the Underwood Stakes at Caulfield on Saturday. So, we'll talk again.
Great. Thanks, Mark.
Cheers.